That's why he's taking his son now. What's Up Food Podcast? Welcome to the What's Up Food Podcast. It is 100 degrees outside. We got Rodrigo here.
That's what I'm talking about. It is fire season. Yeah, man. Rodrigo Torres in the house. What up, Felipe? Talk to us, dog.
Fire season, man. That means fire ants. Fool, I saw black ants.
Yeah, they'll sting you, dog. Stay away, fool.
Stay away from Pam. The red ants, I think for me the scariest
They'll
ants
get you too.
are the black ones, dude, because I never see them, but when I see them, they're huge.
The pecan, dog.
Oh, fool.
What,
Wait,
dog?
something hilarious?
Talk to me, dog.
I don't want to brag you, man, but I tried to do a bomb yesterday. I tried to jump in my pool. Got stung by a bee, dog.
At the same time, bees, stingrays, you got to stay out of the water, bro.
I know, bro. The water ain't for me. I'm not aqua, man. I'm aqua net.
And was it a bee or a wasp?
I don't know, man, but when I got to the other side of the water, the ocean, it's the pool. Yeah, this guy has a fucking huge pool. Now, when I got to the other side, I just dusted something now. I thought it was a branch, but it looked like a bee.
Uh-huh.
And, man, it stung, dog. At first, I thought it was a belly flop burn. A belly flop burn because it was burning the side of me. But then all of a sudden, fool, it got hot. Then I turned into a baby. At least I had to jump out of the water and look for medication.
Get the rattlesnake venom.
Get in it, man. Suck this blood out of here. So, man, that hurt. What's up, fool? Ahmed la colita.
In the house. How you doing?
I haven't seen you forever, bro.
Good to see you,
bro.
What's happening, big dog?
Good to see you,
Chilling.
bro.
Likewise.
Ahmed one of the comedians that I know he was there where I was at because his picture was there.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's always there.
You too.
Him and Dom Herrera are a week or a month before I get there.
Dominic Irera.
I love Dom Herrera.
What's up, fool? With no further ado, we have Ahmed, a comedian that I met years ago, man, when we had a room at Whittier, bro.
Oh, in Whittier?
It was called, hold on a second. It was
Sticks.
no, it was called, everybody used to do it.
Wow.
No, it was in
So that's
Pasadena you had it.
Way before the
Oh,
rock
are
and
you
roll
talking
night?
about that one?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the
Yeah,
room in
two.
Montebello?
No, you
Well, I
had a
think I
room
met you
in
there.
you had a room and also in either
Q's.
Whittier or Q's, that's right.
Q's on
bro.
in Pasadena,
Wow,
that's
dude.
right.
Everybody to go there, man. Willie, Jeff,
Freeze
Fluffy,
Love,
Freeze Love,
Was that before?
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin.
This was 1994.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Because I was working at a restaurant in Pasadena. I was working at Kevin Costner's restaurant. And we used to do a comedy night there.
That's
And then they canceled it. And I was like, well, I'm gonna go find another room. And then we just walked into Q's one night. They had that side room, remember?
Yeah.
It was like a billiard hall, and then there was like this side room with the stage. It was perfect for comedy.
And look, the side stage was the lights on and not all the lights. With the regular light on, not the DJ lights on and the club lights. It looked like a fucking school auditorium, bro.
No, it was like it was a deep room. Remember?
Yeah, it was deep, like an auditorium with no seats.
And we had to put chairs in there, and then every night, man, Rainer and Freeze Love would close it out every night. Remember that? Eddie
Yeah.
Griffin would come in there.
Do hour, fool.
Damn, dude. Is that Voodoo Child days?
Voodoo Child.
Or is that after?
Gosh, I don't know.
That's old.
Probably
94.
before, yeah, 94.
Yeah,
what
dude.
was that? What was that room in Montebello? we used
Wild
to do?
Coyotes. Tortillas.
Tortillas
No.
before that.
Gotham's.
Was it called Gotham's?
It was called first Gotham's when you went there.
So he
Then
was
we
going
went
back
there.
to Gotham's back in
Yeah.
the day when it's called Gotham's?
Well, no. When I first started doing comedy, somebody said, "Hey, man, you got to go check out this room. It's in Montebello." You know, and it's like, back then it was you. It was
Willie
Barcena,
and Jeff
Garcia, and
Fluffy.
and Fluffy.
Yeah.
You guys were like the five main,
We're the main
faces
dudes.
I remember. That's when I first started.
We're the
doing
only one that could walk in there, man, and bump somebody.
it. But the crowds were always great. That's
Yeah,
what
they're
you
an
guys are.
awesome crowd because they pay to get in, man.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Free show.
They were charging $2, $3. They always charge them.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Because they started charging them because they used to have a really, really hot karaoke night on Friday. I mean, the Mongols will show up, bro, and sing
God bless America.
Rolling Stones. But it was a good room to try out stuff. But no, man.
It was rowdy too,
It was
though.
rowdy, yeah.
Really rowdy.
Rowdy.
It was
though.
East LA, basically, just people just shouting shit out for no reason. You know?
They didn't know, man. They were open micing as an audience.
Right. That's right.
I used to, man. But see, I used to tell the audience sometimes, man, it's not my fault that I was horrible tonight. You guys failed as an audience. You guys are horrible. You're the worst audience ever. You guys are not ready to go to a laugh factory. You guys are not ready for someone to walk up to you and tell you, sir, it's a 2-drink minimum.
Right. You're not ready for sitcoms.
No, man, you're not ready for anything, man.
God damn.
They just want to yell.
Sorry, dog.
I remember this Chola. I have to say Chola because she is a Chola. And they had just finished, the Lakers were playing in the playoffs, and they had to stop the game to do comedy because it's comedy night. So the game was already over, and then I brought up this ventriloquist, Homewood from the Hood.
Wood from the Hood?
Wood, not Wood from the Hood.
No, the Wood dog. Oh, no, the original Willie and Lester? Is that
No, man, the guy with the big gums, big teeth.
Is that the one that was called Woody then? Because that dude from Moval is that other guy.
There's Woody Wood from the Hood.
Yeah.
There's Woody.
Oh, and Woody, okay. And then there's that other guy, dude.
Willie.
Roscoe and that.
Roscoe is the guy that goes to Venice Beach that you grew up with.
Yeah, that fool.
And then there's Willie and Tyler, the
Willie and
old
Tyler,
school.
That's what I was
From the
thinking.
Comedy
Then there's an
Store.
older guy.
That has Woody?
Yeah.
That's a fool?
Yeah, that fool, his dog is dressed up like a hood dude, too.
Oh, I know who you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He does USO tours, that guy.
Yep.
Man, that guy, we were doing a show in CSUN, and he was trying to be, like comedian, joke around, like, I met a man, might do a joke, whatever the situation is. Comedians like busting out jokes, but never hung out with a ventriloquist guy, bro. His dog busted a joke.
His dog talking on his
dog busted a joke.
What did he
man.
say, fool?
Fool, he looked at me because there was a lot of like African dolls hanging, Mexican dolls hanging, those fucking those skulls, bro.
Day of the Dead
Day of the
shit?
Dead
Oh, Day of the
shit
Dead,
everywhere, voodoo dolls. And then he looked over and he goes, "Yeah, man, Woody kind of scared right now." And then the fucking wood puppet said, I didn't laugh, dog.
They creep you
Fuck
out.
yeah. It creeped me out, dude, because I figured if you're a ventriloquist, that motherfucker's only for the act. You can't just bust it out like we're talking politics and that fool busted out. Yeah, man, build a wall.
Little opinions.
Well, they had one of those. Who had one of those? Conan, was it? Didn't Conan O'Brien do that on his show for a while? He had some hood dog, that puppet that
Oh,
came
yeah,
out.
the one.
It wasn't a ventriloquist.
Insult dog.
Yeah.
That's right, insult dog.
For me to poop on.
Spiegel. That dude.
And then another time, the best ever ventriloquist was Hugh Moore, bro.
How do you know all these
Shy
ventriloquists,
Tony.
man? I don't even know any.
I watch bad comedy.
Willie and Tyler are the only guys I know from the Comedy Store.
You know who Hugh Moore is, right? Writer Hugh Moore. He was on that Sinbad show, and he came out there. His name was Shy Tony, and he brought a little puppet, right? But the puppet didn't say shit. He just whispered to him in his ear, goes, shh. Yeah, Shy Tony said he'd happy to be there. But he's not a ventriloquist. It was just a sketch. Yeah.
That's funny.
That was hilarious, dog.
It was funny.
And then he did that little Frankenstein.
Speaking
impression.
of bad comedy,
What happened?
I was doing a show in Tucson, Arizona with myself, and Paul Rodriguez. Paul Rodriguez went up first. Dude, it was 106 degrees outside. And, they wanted two comedians to perform first outside and do 20 minutes,
Oh, it was an outside gig? Fool?
Fuck yeah, dog. I didn't know what I got there.
Yeah, you can't do comedy in heat like
Dude,
that.
we were like this. Hey, guys, you doing it?
God damn,
we
dog.
needed a visor, bro. We needed something.
Give me an umbrella.
Paul Rodriguez, I knew why is Paul Rodriguez bringing a bag? Oh, then he got to the room like a professional. He had show clothes and come outside clothes.
Right.
So he put on his show clothes. He like sometimes, it's 25 minutes. Paul Rodriguez said, "Fuck it, eh." He just started walking in the audience and started making fun of fools like he was doing that show in San Quentin, bro. He was just making fun of everybody in the audience, took photos. He did a meet and greet for like 15 minutes.
In
Then went
during
back
the
up.
show?
Yeah, then another 20. So he did like 30. Then I went up there. So by that time, more people were sitting down. And I got laughs for 26, 29 minutes. I got off. And then that band Tierra wanted me to bring them up, bro. That's where I fucked up.
Why?
I went up there to do something, but I busted out a cowbell, dog. These motherfuckers who didn't know who the fuck I was thought I was crazy, dog.
That's
Because they felt like, pay attention. Ding, ding, ding. I thought that shit was going to kill, dog.
What
So
happened?
somebody said, where'd you fucking get the cowbell from?
Damn.
Because they have to put that shit up on a drum still. But they were setting up behind me.
You took
it from the
Motherfucker
drum
looking
set?
for a cowbell, dog. Fucking idiot, dog.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
But I did it, man. Grammy winner. Tierra.
Damn.
I tried to bust out a joke because, okay, man, Tierra did the best of Tierra. Then they did the best of the mixed Tierra. Then the best of Tierra, too, because war was late.
Oh, are you serious, dude?
Yeah.
War was scheduled.
I never see. I've seen
Pandemonium.
comedians try to go over and do more time while the headliner's late,
Right.
but I never seen a band, bro.
Stretch.
When they were singing, they were looking for a band member from the other band to bring him up on stage for a little encore. Hey, we have Malo, the singer of Malo. Some fat-ass booze fool shows up and starts singing. La.
They should have been like, we got Paul Rodriguez and Felipe Esparza.
Oh,
You
they
guys
would've
come
went-
back and do another set.
Paul Rodriguez did go back up and
Did he
tell
really?
people. He goes, knock, knock. Who's there? War. War's going to be late.
That's hilarious.
And then when we were leaving, there was people like telling, because I wouldn't go to my room, you know, smoke a little joint, come back, see if war shows up. So I went back to, when I was leaving to my room, this lady stopped me, you know, because she's, oh, excuse me, I met you backstage with Paul. Mama wants to know if war's going to go on soon because we have to go pick up our family right now. They're over there
Like you're the
picking up their
spokesperson?
family. Like,
promoter or
like,
what?
No, she's a chick on the stage, bro. Like, she's telling me her personal problem, bro. Like, she had to go, her mom had to go pick up somebody up. Do you feel that, like, people who love comedy now, they feel like they have a right to ask you all types of questions that don't even matter, got to do with fucking comedy?
All the time.
What do you get, Ahmed Ahmed?
Nonsense.
Man, I get like a lot of political shit. You know,
Oh, right.
you know, like, so,
You were banned from a plane, huh?
well, what do you think's, you know, what could happen with the world? I'm like, I don't even know. You know, we got a new fucking president. I get a lot of cultural misunderstanding too. You know, people are like, oh, that's nice. You guys are from, you know, you're from Iraq. Like, not from Egypt. Like, yeah, okay. Well, it's all the
Egyptian
Same
lover,
thing, huh?
It's all the
baby.
same. Yeah, you guys are.
Ding, 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 ding.
But
Egypt.
people always tell you the problems. People always want to come up to you and say, oh, and here's the thing I hate the most. Man, I got a funny joke for you. You should use this on stage.
Every time.
I hate that. I always say, no, you don't, and save your breath.
You tell them that?
I say that sometimes. Sometimes I'll get a little funny one, but I'm like, that's a hack. I heard that before. You got that out of a book.
Right.
But sometimes people think their jokes are so funny, and I'm just like, man, no.
That's not
Just
gonna
keep
happen.
doing. Be an accountant.
You're lucky, bro. I got people coming up me in Spanish with jokes. I got waiters, cooking staff, because I passed by when you're at the Improv, you got to pass the cooking staff to get into the kitchen. Something you might spill on grease. You know, you get all pretty to go up on stage. You walk on stage, you smell like fries, bro. So this fucking paisa in Houston comes up to me, goes, "Hey, cabrón, yo también estoy chistoso, güey." He goes, basically, I'm funny too, way. Yeah, bro, that's why you're cooking fries. You're the funniest guy in the line. You're not even a sous chef. Yeah, so they some of those jokes in Spanish are funny, but they're not jokes that I would say on stage.
Because they don't translate.
They don't translate, man. They're not funny.
It's the same thing in the Arab culture. Arabs will tell you a joke in Arabic, and they always go, it sounds much better in Arabic. You know?
Sorry.
They'll say it in English, it sounds better in Arabic, and then they try to say it in English, and it never works. Or in Arabic, it never works. But they always have, like, Arabs have a really dry sense of humor. Like, you know, they'll be like, that was funny. You know, it's like, are you gonna kill me? Or, you know, you never know if they're actually being honest or whatever. It seems like it's opened up a little bit more with the Arab culture, but I think the Latin culture is really the most flavorful culture when it comes to humor, even like more than black people, I think.
Oh, yeah, man.
No, because black people love stand-up comedy, but Latinos, you guys love to laugh, man, and
hell yeah.
and you guys show up on time too. So, you know, that's what counts. when you
Latinos
sell
love to
tickets.
laugh, but they don't. But they'll give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Not like black people. Like some audiences, like they right away could sense fear.
I ain't going here.
Like wild coyotes, bro. They'll sense fear.
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
They'll send They'll send. Once they start sensing premise, oh, here we go.
Well, I was at the Improv one night showcasing for the Tonight Show, and I don't know why they chose Mo Better Mondays. But they were like,
Damn.
yeah, Bob Reed back at the time was booking. He's like, look, come down to the Improv on Monday. I hadn't been in LA in a while, so I didn't realize it was a black room. And D-Ray is running it. You know, he hosted. And D-Ray's my friend. So he does some time, and he brings me up. And they said, do 4 minutes. Don't touch the mic stand. Just talk as if you're going to do a Tonight Set show, whatever. And I was like, all right. I went into my first joke, nothing. Second joke, crickets. Third joke, some black woman from the back of the room yelled out, say something funny, motherfucker. And then everybody just chimed in like a pack of wolves. And they booed me off stage. And I said, all right. I feel like a substitute teacher. Thank you very much. I walked off stage, and D-Ray went up and like reamed them. You stupid motherfuckers, that's my friend. He was showcasing for the Tonight Show. You guys got to have more respect. You guys will boo Cat Williams. And he just like ripped into the audience and like schooled them on my behalf. It was weird. Like I never had a comic go tell an audience, hey, you can't act like that. He was trying out something new. And then he came up to me afterward. But it was a weird experience because they smell fear. They only have a little bit of patience. And then if they don't like you, boom, you're out. It's like, you don't catch that wave, man.
You gotta catch the wave, man. You can't be going in with a long ass story if they don't know your ass.
Yeah. If they don't know you, just get to the punchline.
Get to the first funny joke you have, the second one, the third, and then do your long story.
Right.
Because you can't
catch them.
You can't be up there like, man. Let me tell you about today. Next.
Yeah.
You know what happened to me at Bonds?
I'm up here pontificating.
What's up, fool? Remember, fool? We used to run into Ahmed Ahmed at the bowling alley. Bro.
Yeah, dude.
Hollywood Lanes.
That's right. They tore it down and
with,
tore a school or something.
Well, tell people how was that the spot? 24 hours a day.
Back in the day, Hollywood Lanes was 24 hours a day. What was on Santa Monica Boulevard?
Yeah.
They had a bar. It was all, and you always see like celebrities in there, like Keanu
rock
Reeves,
stars,
rock stars, celebrities, and no one would ever bother them. That's why they would go in there. I used to go in there with some actor friends of mine, and we used to always see like
Vince Vaughn.
Vince we used to go in there together, and Peter Billingsley, Cole Hauser, some of these like young Hollywood actors I used to hang out with back in the day. But you'd always see these really like like Vince wasn't that famous back then. But he was like this was after Swingers, and like he hadn't done like his big movies yet, so he wasn't really on the radar. But then you'd see like big A-list movie stars hanging out in there and just drinking like cold beers and bowling, and then you'd see like all these like Mexican families hanging out,
They live around
yeah,
there.
That's why it was so cool, because the families, oftentimes the families wouldn't even know Keanu Reeves was bowling next to them,
right?
Because he just didn't look. You just would never expect a guy like that there or whatever. But that was a cool place, man. Hollywood Billiards, remember that place? They took all that stuff down, man. Back in the late '90s.
Hollywood Lanes, bro. Those balls were chipped.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Remember?
Everything was messed up in there. The pins.
It'll take you an hour to find a good bowling ball, bro.
Yeah, that's true. They had a good jukebox.
They had a good jukebox, and they had a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they fought Big Lebowski there.
Yeah, those
That's
were the
right.
White
We
Russian
were going
days.
there before Big Lebowski,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
'Cause I
back in the
remember-
'90s.
Because you
We
were in
ran into him a
Swingers.
couple times.
When I saw you in Swingers, I was like, oh, look, I met real quick. You know that guy? That was the seed.
Tight.
Mystery. I had 2 lines.
That's
I'm the actor who always has to explain the part he's in. Like if somebody says, "Hey, you seen this movie?" and they go, "Yeah, he was Mike in that movie."
He does this.
They go, I go, "No." I'm like, "You remember the scene in the movie when the house is on fire and everybody's running out, and the last guy that ran out, that wasn't me. There was one more guy after him. That was me. I had a red shirt on, and people are like, 'Oh yeah.' And I always have to explain my role."
I remember when I used to bring up Ernie G, bro, for
This fool.
fucking Jerry Maguire.
Oh, shit.
Never seen that shit, man. You guys want to watch it with Jerry Maguire? Wait till it comes out on DVD, bro. Pause that shit.
He made the bonus feature. Which one is he?
I didn't even know.
You see his back.
You see his back giving an autograph with a trench coat, bro.
Oh, my God.
Like, really gotta pause it, right?
I remember that fool telling you got to tell him about Jerry Maguire, bro.
Talk about Jerry Maguire. I used to get embarrassed when people tell me to bring up their credits, because then the crowd believes that I believe too.
Yeah, I don't like doing that.
I don't hear.
Oh, that is
Back in the day, you
you
used to always want to be like, "Oh, tell him this, tell him that." It's not like there's an agent in the room in Arizona who's going to
I've been
book
trying
you.
to catch this fool.
Finally, I see him.
Right. Oh, I'm going to catch him in Wisconsin. That's where he's gonna make his big break there. If you're like, even if you're doing like a showcase or something, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, you were on this. What are you doing now? Like, what does it mean now? I always think it's funny. Comics will always be like, tell him I just finished my half-hour Showtime special, doing a guest spot on the so-and-so show. It's like, okay, well, just Google you. Like, we don't need to
Or tell him
IMDb you.
Tell him I'm working on my new HBO special. We all are, bro. That's our going live.
Tape your resume to your shirt, dog. God damn.
Oh man,
What up?
the best one was with that comedian who passed away. The one that was in Heat. He used to have the room in Long Beach, La Cave. What's his name? He just passed away.
What's he look like?
Black.
Oh,
that
the
guy.
fool in the Snoop Dogg video and
Yeah.
everything. Damn.
Welcome
dude.
to the Colorado.
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking drawing a blank here, dude. Ricky.
Ricky Smiley.
Ricky
No.
Smiley? No.
Ricky Hooks.
Ricky, oh, I know who you're talking about. Ricky,
Harris?
Ricky Harris,
Ricky
yeah.
Harris,
Yeah.
Ricky Harris hosted a show that I was
Fuck,
on.
dude. Again.
And another comedian, the black comedian, went up there. I think it was Snowball or Snow Cone.
Snow cone.
Snowman. I don't know what they call him.
Snow something.
Snowed him, bro. I don't know.
He pulled out the harmonica at the end.
Yeah, no, not that white guy. He was a black dude. He smelled like he just left a barber shop, bro, and ran without paying. That fool went up on stage and he promoted another show
God damn.
that was gonna happen on that spot on Friday.
Times are tough.
Earthquake will be there. Sissy Peniston will be there. Snoop Dogg said he might be there. Fool, Ricky Harris went up there. What's up with that homie fucking name dropping up here? And then he had the DJ play like a small little beat, and he would go in. It was like he was giving out shut up. Yeah, man. You ever notice a motherfucker be out here just name dropping? So he played like a little beat. Boom, boom, boom. He was like going with a beat, yeah. And also Snoop Dogg's gonna be here. Martin Lawrence said he might show up if we gotta find a babysitter. He's like a 10-minute bit about shout outs.
Was that fool still in there?
Yeah, dude.
Hilarious, dog.
He was snowballed. What's up, fool? I remember I saw Vince Vaughn on the Tonight Show when they were promoting that tour you were on, the Wild West tour, and he mentioned you.
Yeah, man, that was cool.
He said you were detained and your parents were pissed off that you were a comedian.
They, yeah. Well, I don't know how your parents started out when you first said you were going to be I told my mom and dad I told my dad I'm going to move to Hollywood to be an actor and a comedian, and he said, "What are you, a gay?" He thought, I said, huh? He said, "What are you? You're a gay." I said, "It's not a gay. It's just gay." But no, I'm not. And then he's like, "You're going to join a cult, and the Jews run Hollywood, and you're never going to work." And I was like, just slow down. Just slow down. And he was kind of right.
He probably
Damn, dude.
he said, you're going to be an agent?
They didn't like it at first. And then I got my first, what was the first movie? I did I played a terrorist. In
ABC after school
action.
movie? Or was that before that?
No, that was after that.
Okay.
I was an extra in that. That's how I met Vince Vaughn and Peter
Right on,
Billingsley. They were both. Peter was a child star. He was the kid from A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
And then his career kind of was
Shoot your eye out, kid.
it was kind of declining as an actor, but then he was kind of coming up as a producer, editor. Now he's a big producer, director, and stuff now. But at the time, his career was kind of dwindling as an actor, and Vince Vaughn was unknown at the time. And they played best friends in this after-school special, and I was an extra on the show, and we just all became friends. And then they did this tour, which was really cool. But the movie I did after that was Executive Decision, where I played terrorist number 4. Number 4, dog. And then funny in the credits it says the terrorist name Ahmed,
Harrison Ford,
and then
right?
it says Ahmed.
Harrison Ford in that movie?
No, Kurt Russell.
Damn.
Same thing, airplane movie
Yeah,
with terrorists.
totally,
Yeah.
dude. Kurt Russell.
And then my dad was like, "Oh my God, that is my son. We're so proud." I was like,
tight, though, dude.
"Fool, you didn't talk to me for 7 years." And
Damn,
now,
are you serious, dog?
my dad disowned me, man.
They don't
he was
fuck around,
He was
huh?
well,
Did he give you a
again,
chance to try it out before he disowned you?
No, dude, like right out of the gate. Because, when I first got to Hollywood, I didn't know anybody. I was a waiter. I was a personal trainer. I went to acting classes. I was just like
Came out
struggling.
here cold?
Cold. I didn't know anybody.
Because you're originally from Riverside.
From Riverside. I grew up in Riverside. And I thought, for me, L.A. from Riverside was like a big, sparkly place, Hollywood. And I was like, fuck it, man. I'm going to go try it. I'm going to see if I can, sink my teeth into it. And I just kind of fell in love with it, right? But, it was a hard, so my dad, the whole time, the whole journey, he was just like, he would, because all the other Arab fathers would have sons, and they're like, my son just got his master's degree in engineering. My daughter just got her PhD in medical. What is your son doing? He is a gay. He moved to Hollywood. He joined the cult, and it's like, and then so now it's the the worm turn. Now all his friends are like, your son, we're so proud. Can he sign this for my daughter? It's crazy how it all comes around full circle.
When I was we were in Houston. I think the first time we were in Houston, I don't know if you were with me. We were driving with our cab driver, and our cab driver was talking about how he used to own all these businesses before. I remember he used to own a pet shop. He opened a lot of pet shops. He was an Arab guy. He goes, oh man, he was telling me everything. I had 7 businesses. My brother came, stole it, whatever, right? But he kept saying how much he loved the axis of evil.
Oh, really?
I mean, he loved
Serious?
it.
Oh, that's cool.
Ahmed, man. he was funny. He was like, to him, it felt like finally, someone does comedy and speaks about us here in America.
On the map.
On the map. It's like when the first time somebody saw Paul Rodriguez for the first time.
It was good, dude.
It was like, you guys were like the first man on the moon to them.
You know who I pay tribute to for that whole thing is Mitzi Shore, the owner of the Comedy Store.
Is that where you guys started it?
She started a thing called Arabian Nights. It was
That's right, Arabian Nights.
But then we switched it with the name to Axis of Evil because President Bush coined the phrase and we stole it.
Evil.
But Maz Jobrani is Iranian. So we were getting a lot of Iranians saying, you can't call it Arabian. We're not Arab. We're Persian. I'm like, the empire's dead.
The empire's dead. I like that.
I saw 300, but okay, we'll change the name. So then we changed it, and then we got on Comedy Central. We went to the Middle East and did our big Middle East tour, then split up and did our own shit. We're talking about doing a 10-year reunion tour this year in the Middle East, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, man, that was a trippy thing because it was like walking on the moon a little bit. It was a little bit like, because no one else was doing it.
Yeah, we're first.
No one was doing it, not really like on the scale that we were doing it. And, much like you guys, you're pioneers in the sense where like you really spoke to the people, and people wanted to hear that. They were
That's how I felt when we were on that show, Que Locos.
Yeah.
That's how it was, though, dude.
Yeah.
It's like we tapped a new young audience.
The young
generation. Never
generation.
seen.
Right.
They knew, like their parents knew who George Lopez was, but their kids didn't know who George Lopez was.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That was like
Now George Lopez got a whole new audience. But people were excited, man. Like,
dude, all those shows were badass. Even before he hosted, right when it became Que Locos, from that time he did in Bobby Bites and all that shit, and it started getting real good. And then George Lopez hosted, and it was real good. You guys were over there having like slamming ass sets. It was just like a whole new thing. It was like fucking.
Is that how you guys felt in the beginning? Were you guys like nervous? Were they going to work out?
In the beginning, Mitzi Shore was letting us use the Comedy Store to like craft our material, and then it started getting good and like and we were doing all self-deprecation material. Like, oh, I can't fly anywhere, and my name's on 9 lists, and I got to show up to the airport in a G-string and shit like that. Like those were the first jokes back then. Then they started evolving into like stories. People, like I said, they get on your side. But in the beginning, we were testing it out. We knew that we had something good when we went to Washington, D.C. and sold 2,000 seats at the Warner Theater. And it was funny because the Improv was giving us Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays.
Same here.
And then we were like, hey, can we get a weekend? And they were like, nope, you're not headliners. And we were like,
you were selling out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I bet.
Bro, and turning people away. And then we were like, can we just get a weekend? Yes. And they kept on saying, no, we didn't really have credits back then and all that stuff.
And that's no TV.
They're selling out Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday.
So then,
oh my God.
So then we were like,
on the hard nights.
I called Maz. This is when we decided to take it upon ourselves.
Valet was happy.
I called Maz and I said, hey man, this is bullshit. We should take it to the next level. And he said, great, let's rent a theater. So we rented the Lisner Auditorium. That's what it was. Lisner Auditorium, it sat, I believe, 1,400 seats. And we turned away 200 people. Damn. And the Improv managers came down and they were like, we should have. And then we never went back. We just always did theaters after that.
Oh, really?
Because we knew we had an audience. We made $54,000 that night. In one night.
Each?
No, we split it.
Oh.
But still, we only did.
Still, that's a lot of money, huh? Young comics.
And that's 10 years ago.
I know comics that would have retired after that.
No, but it's interesting. I mean, and our expenses were
can't
limited because we
believe-
didn't do any radio. We didn't buy any ads. It was all email, word of mouth. You know, just
what I'm
we were
talking
out there
about.
just like, you know, because we were out there. Remember when we were touring, Maz and I had this system. He would be up, you know, like the Matrix on his computer doing his email blasts. I'd show up in the city. I'd show up in the city like a week early, and we'd budget, you know, hotel room every night, expenses, and I'd go out and do all the, you know, groundwork, like just all the like passing out flyers, shaking hands, kissing babies, going into local businesses, you know, getting the community involved and going to the people at the top of the pyramid. Really, like not to the scale of what Kevin Hart did, but you know, he had that. You know, Joe Coy, a lot of these comics have that, like, go out, talk to the people in the community. They'll bring all the fans. That's kind of how, you know, how it worked. And then ended up, you know, taking off. We went to the Middle East. We sold out 20,000 seats in 1 month in like 5 countries, and we did a whole tour there and shot that. So it was a cool, you know, time capsule in my life, you know, to try to go back and repeat that. I don't know. I know you do, when you did Last Comic Standing, Roy Wood Jr. said you guys had a blast on the bus. You guys were going around America on that bus. Yeah, I want to hear about that because I only heard his stories.
Oh man, it was awesome.
Because I was asking him, like, what was, because you had won Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, I won Last Comic Standing, and I was getting paid more than them every night and going up last.
And you got the best room on the bus, right?
No, there was no room in the bus. Whoever got the room first.
Oh, is that how it worked?
But you know what? When we were on the tour, everything was tight, you know, except that, you know, like the guy who feels like he lost. The guy next to me, Tommy John again, he kept going over.
Right.
Like he would do 20, 15, he would do 25, 26, and then he kept going over, like trying to like, I'm like, I mean, as a comic, I'm like,
I won.
Why are you trying to go over? Why are you trying to win over the crowd? I already won the electoral vote.
White privilege.
I won I am the people's champion. And I just let him, you know, I could have talked shit, you know, and say, hey, asshole, stop going over your time. But I already got the money.
Yeah.
I already got the cash,
Right.
the
The accolades,
prestige.
all that
Right.
shit.
You know, he kept going over. He was late to the bus, like 40 minutes late, 35 minutes late. I was like, hey, let's leave.
Yeah.
You know, we could leave without him.
Right.
You know, but then we waited. You know, all this stuff, you know, was going on.
Let's leave.
Going over, you know, and then like, after I was high most of the time, bro. Everywhere I went, Flint, Michigan, somebody showed up, gave me a quarter ounce of weed. I mean, these are rednecks, bro, who just showed up to see me.
That's funny.
Like, they showed up, these guys, bro, that I normally, if I would have saw them on TV, I said, man, me and these guys can never be friends.
Yeah. Bro, I have a joke that I do, a marijuana joke that I do, and like probably 99.9% of the time after the show, somebody always comes up to me and hands me a bag of weed or a joint or something. It's actually really cool because you don't need to find a drug dealer in every city.
After a while, before I brought, I used to switch the joke to Coke. 'Cause I'm so glad that I was not partying. Ahmed. I was not partying. Ahmed, because man, if I was on that bus, of course I would have made a stink. Hey, cocksucker, stop going over.
Right.
Fucking my dealer left, dog.
Right.
Or
Right.
stuff like that, you know. And I just did my thing, man. I got over we had 85 cities.
I heard.
85 cities.
Big ass tour, dude.
And oh man, I was just happy to be. It was my first time actually on a tour with a bus. It was my first time like traveling every night, getting up and going somewhere. I lost a lot of stuff, man.
Did you guys have breaks?
No breaks.
You guys did 85 cities back to back?
We took a break for Christmas, a week off, this and that.
Because you were also doing a little bit of shows in between your own shows, right?
Like it was funny, man. Like when we were in Philadelphia, we were at a place called Allentown, and it was all white people, right? All white people, and I'm thinking like, oh, no. You know, I learned a lot in this tour. You know, I learned like what jokes not to say, what not to do, and then I remember Tommy went over at that show. Like he went over, like he was do 15, he did 27, and then when I went up on stage, and I looked at the audience, and I went up there, I see why. And I don't know why I said I see why he went over again, you know, because he was hurt, man. Mm-hmm. Because in the front row there was 5 white old people, and they had Team Felipe shirts. I mean, 5 old white people, Team Felipe people, and this guy right here, beloved comedian from Bob and Tom. You know, he was a Bob Tom favorite, bro.
Right.
I'm not a Bob Tom favorite.
He was a favorite.
Hey, man, you know,
They
I won
pulled
the
the rug
electoral
out.
vote, bro.
Out from under his feet.
I swooped under, bro, and I came out of nowhere.
You did actually.
I had
well, no, the comedy.
You knew me.
The comedy world knew you.
Yeah.
But America didn't.
America didn't
and
know
Last
who I
Comic
was.
Stand, you do, man. That's a great. I think if you can get on a platform like that and really showcase your talent
And have experience.
and have experience behind it, not
Yeah.
just come out and think you're funny because you're funny at the office or whatever. No, there's always those guys who
hell
think
yeah,
they're
dude.
funny in front of their friends and
Water
they try to do
cooler
it.
funny?
I'm glad that they didn't have to be like a guy who won Last Comic Stand. They didn't have to prove myself to everybody.
Right.
Well, because he wasn't funny.
Right.
But people at the comedy store, they knew everybody from the Southwest America knew who Felipe was.
Yeah.
But after man, I felt like when I would go to Arizona, like when I went, it was the best part of the tour, man. Because we would go to different places where there wasn't like that many Mexicans, you know, anywhere. But we finally hit places where there were Latinos. Like when we hit Corpus Christi, Texas,
It
Nuts.
was over.
it was over, bro. Those guys had to pack up their merch and leave. For real, Tommy John again he just closed. He borrowed tape from somebody to close his box so nobody was buying CDs, bro. There was one line, and it was just for me.
Wait till
And then Roy Woods looked at Tommy and goes, yeah, man, yeah, he won.
I love Roy. I spent.
There was a line around the block, man. And I don't know, my mouth hurt from smiling, bro. And I just looked over again. Okay, I guess I won, huh?
I got the electoral vote.
I want the electoral vote, bro.
Let it sink
Dude, I
in,
went on
dog.
tour with Roy Wood. We did the Sullivan and Son tour with Steve Byrne and Owen Benjamin. So it's Owen, tall white guy, 6'7" white guy. Steve, half Asian, half white. Myself, Arab. Roy, black. We're going. No tour manager, no nothing. Just going in our car around America. Pulled up in Houston. This girl came up to me after the show. She's like, "How come you guys don't have security or tour manager or whatever? You know, you're in Houston. Somebody, you'll get held up here." And I was like, "No, we're good. We got a black guy with us. We got Roy Wood Jr. with us." I think whenever you have a black person with you, people are just a little bit hesitant to want to approach you.
Back off and shit.
Yeah.
Back off.
If you got an Arab and a black guy, then it's just like, hey, all right, back off. Double trouble. Lethal weapon.
Roy Woods could handle his liquor, by the way.
He's a monster comedian
Yes.
too, man.
He's
That guy,
funny as fuck,
I'm
dude.
telling you, I've watched a lot of comedy, and he is a craftsman the way he does it. And the polarity in his voice and the octaves, and he's got this little bit of not to relate him to Bill Cosby, but he's got that voice,
Sweet rhythm, yeah.
yeah, rhythm
All
and
that
stuff. And yeah, man, he's a monster, dude. He spoke really highly of you. When you
Roy
guys
could
were on
just
tour.
stand up there and talk, you know. Me, I gotta be whimsical, bro. I gotta make faces at you. I gotta poke my eyeball at you.
You gotta poke your ears
My
out.
eyes gotta be the part like, "Hey!" Oh, Ahmed, when you started stand up, were all the crazy guys still there, like Sam Kinison, all the guys? Or they're all dead.
Nah, thanks for. I don't know why you put me in that category.
My bad.
I'm not that old.
My bad. You started with,
I'm not that old. nigga.
I mean, what are you talking about, man? When I was there, Chewy was gone.
When I got there, okay, Chewy was there. When I got to the comedies, actually, I started doing it with you, but when I got to the Comedy Store, it was like Joe Rogan, Eddie Griffin, Charles Fleischer,
Charles Fleisch.
like that.
At
you
the
know,
end, huh?
It was like when they were, all those sort of. But then Rogan, he left for 15 years and then came back, and then Eddie Griffin got kind of phased out of there, and then this new crew kind of came in. It was like me, Brett Ernst, Sebastian Maniscalco, Maz Jobrani, Sam Tripoli,
Mike
Young, like that, the generation. And then we had love there.
and
for
Boom
like,
Shakalaka.
Boom Shakalaka. The Comedy Store, that's an insane asylum, that place.
Isn't it, man?
I don't
Is it still that
perform
insane?
there. I don't perform there anymore. I had to, I had a little bit of a phasing out with the managers. They were like
The new manager or the old ones?
the new ones when we had a changing of the guards, the booking. They were like, yeah,
No more Tommy?
No more Tommy.
Tommy was cool with me.
Tommy was great to me.
It's funny, like everybody talks bad about him, but
Yeah, there's all those
when
horror
he was
stories.
there,
huh?
He was good to
I
me.
would shake his hand, and he was like, Felipe, you want to go up right now? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got tired. The politics got weird. Like the inmates started running the joint. No, seriously. I literally had the manager of the Comedy Store say to me, you're not as relevant as you used to be, which was funny because I was in GQ magazine and Playboy magazine right at the same week he was saying that shit. It was like, go to the newsstand, pick up the fucking papers, guy. Where's your head at?
Relevant to his.
And
flavor.
he was kind of man. Oh, you have to write a new special. And he was I was like, you're not my manager, and you don't even know what I'm doing in my career. And then he said, I've been instructed by comics to not book you.
God damn.
I said, are you fucking kidding me? He said, nope. And I said, who was it? Can't tell you. And I was like, all right. Then it just got dirty. Then I felt the dirt, at the place. And that's when I moved to New York like last September. And I've been having a blast in New York because none of that shit exists in New York. If you're funny, you're funny. And then you go do another spot. And then you go to another spot. People don't get caught up in the comedy politics, I think, in New York like they do here in LA. Don't you think? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that a lot of people hang out like vultures, dude. That's why it's like that, And
Well, there's only 3 clubs, so that's all you can do. But in New York, you can go, the Comedy Cellar, I think, is the hottest club there to even hang out in. They have good food and nice restaurant, little bar area. But there's literally, dozens and dozens of clubs around New York City, so you don't have time to linger around one place all night.
Right.
A lot of lingerers in LA.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the problem, man.
Lingers.
Like, a lot of sad faces in LA. For real, like
Yeah, you're right.
a lot of comedians who should be somewhere doing a spot want to watch another comedian perform and then give him a dirty look when he gets off.
Yeah.
Go do a spot, cocksucker.
That's a weird little trippy.
And when
I
Joe
used
Diaz,
to-
I don't like the sad faces.
When I couldn't get
Bottom
spots,
feeders.
I would
leave.
just go start a room.
Yes.
Remember Dublin's?
Dublin.
You guys started
That was your
Doubles.
room?
Yeah,
Him
me and Jay Davis.
Davis. You
Wow,
guys
that
did
was
that
a-
right?
People think it was
That-
Jay's room because
Right.
Jay was the front man of it, and I was booking the room for the first 2 years, and then it started getting really creepy. Comics were calling me in
Right.
the middle of the night. I'd have comics call me up and say, "Hey man, I need to get laid tonight.
God
Can I
damn.
get? I swear to God, I need to get laid tonight.
Dude, fools that didn't even go up got laid over there.
I need to get laid.
Mike Young.
I need to get laid. Can I go up tonight and just do 5 minutes? I'll even do a tight 3. Because if you went up at Dublin's and you killed, you got laid.
He's not lying. I did a spot and I got a hug. For us. I went up like maybe 3 times, and I remember the first time I went up, I was just finished just writing that joke, Life Raft, and some other joke. And I remember Brett Ernst came up to me and he goes, man, Sam Tripoli. He goes, man, you better not leave, bro. You were like a rock star up there. You better stick around. So I waited, bro. I waited. Then some drunk ass chick was outside. Hey! So I went over there, bro, trying to get a kiss. We got a hug. It was like a goodbye kiss.
Fuck, it's a good hug.
Every
dude.
comic,
She was hot,
every
dude.
comic that performed there and killed got laid.
Even Joe Diaz. Remember Joe Diaz? I was getting a blow job.
Downstairs.
I was going through her purse. She said, I gotta go to the parking meter. And I fucking stole her scene off her fucking purse and took off, went to Dante's house.
That's a good impression.
You want to see a better one? What are we doing, bro?
I ain't got nothing to say. That's a good impression, Felipe Esparza. I'm a little tired today. But anyway, I'm a little fucking wheezy. The cats and shit, the little daughter. But we're going to leave it like that. But I was going to ask
Just
you.
the calm Joey, I do the excited one.
I was going to ask you, because when everybody does a Joe Diaz impression, it's usually the hyped up one. Let's slow it down a bit.
Yeah.
Talk to me like a fucking human.
Yeah.
Jumping up and down like
I
a
know
fucking
that
nigger.
guy.
Rodrigo, man.
But you had a show called Rock Comedy at the Comedy Store before that, right? Did that
No, so
transfer
what
over?
happened? So we did. Okay, so
Where everybody was showing up in the rock
So
world.
Dublin's and the comedies, not Dublin's. The Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store weren't doing that well.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's when it was
And
showing
then,
empty.
and then we
dog.
started this room at Dublin's, and we did it for 4 years straight. Sold out every Tuesday. Hot chicks, celebrities.
Dane Cook kind of got famous.
That's where
through
Dane
all that
Cook-
shit.
Yeah,
Dane
Alonzo
Cook-
Bowden too.
Right, dude.
Dane Cook and Alonzo Bowden, right? Alonzo Bowden would close the show every night, do like this jazz set. He'd sit down and just talk to the audience, like this old wise black man. And people would just go nuts for him. But Dane
Sit on a
Cook
stool.
on a stool, like he was preaching, and then
You had Mongols at that show, bro.
And then Dane Cook came in about 2 years in, and he just blew the hell up in that room, and he became like the rock star quarterback. And he was,
There you go.
he'll say to this day that room was the last time comedy was innocent for me, because after that he did stadiums, he went all over he became, he had a lot of family stuff happening and whatever, and personal shit and people in Hollywood. But he said Dublin's, man, that was when comedy was innocent for me. That was the last time I remember comedy being innocent. I thought that was cool because it did have an innocence to it in itself, because it was a standalone room. And then Pauly Shore came in one night with 5 really hot dirty like playmates.
We stole them from him.
And he was like, "Hey, bud, what's up, buddy?" And he's like, "This is a great room," and kind of asked us about it, and we said, "You want to go up on stage?" Sure. He went up on stage. He killed because everybody is, Pauly Shore, the Weasel. And then he came up to us after, and he's like, "Hey, you guys want to bring this show over to my mom's club, the Comedy Store?" So we started doing Thursdays over there. We called it Rock Comedy, and we had rock and roll like DJ, play rock and roll music in between, and we took the best of the best from Dublin's and put them up on that stage. And I would just throw myself up in the lineup, and that's how I got passed at the Comedy Store. Mitzi Shore saw me one night. Me, Brett Ernst, and Sam Tripoli all got passed the same night because she was in the room watching the show.
Sweet.
And she came up to me afterward, and she said, "Hey, you're real funny. You're adorable, too. Are you Arabic?"
Damn.
I said, "I'm Egyptian." She goes, "Oh, really? We used to be your slaves."
I
swear to God.
Let me bend over.
And then she walked away. And then they called me the next day. They're like, "She likes you. She passed you."
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
The good old days.
That's funny, man, when, cause actors of comedy, those fools, Maz, this guy, Ahmed Ahmed, and the other dude, I forgot his name. What was the other guy?
Me too.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Well, the other guy, bro.
Only
It's
remember
like, then
my
you
mom's.
guys were the first, right? So you're the first, so then you have like newer Arabs coming in, then it turns into like Latinos.
A lot of them.
Like,
No,
saturated
no,
Para-
we,
they come in and go, "Hey, man, I do the alternative Arab comedy now, eh?"
Right.
You ever get that? Because
Yep.
we got Latinos too, man. I don't do beaner jokes, bro. You're a fucking beaner, dog. You and
remixes?
I are gonna get pulled over for the same shit, dog.
we look alike.
Like Paul Rodrigo would tell me, people would get on my case because I was throwing tortillas at the time. But who else was? I was the only one.
20 years later. For
When did you stop? I asked Paul, when did you stop throwing tortillas? He said he was doing some TV telethon, and he threw a tortilla and it hit the cameraman, bro. And one of them hit the camera and it was blocking the thing.
That's in the scene of
I would
Verge.
thought that he would stop doing it because it was hacky. Eh?
That's like an SNL sketch.
But he invented it, and there was another comic that was doing like 20
Oh,
years
man.
later, dog.
Fernando
I was like,
Verduzco.
Fuck, dude.
He was throwing tortillas and then Paul Rodrigo walked to the left back. Hey, I was doing that shit in 79.
Yeah, dude. I was like, damn.
Whatever happened with I don't know if you guys are in touch with him or friends, but Mencia.
He's around.
He's around.
Yeah, all the clubs where, Felipe does, he's always, fucking selling out 2 weeks in a row and shit, all that shit. He's around. He did Joey Diaz's podcast, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, probably about like 2 months ago. So, yeah.
He said, what did he say? Would shoot everybody?
Yeah, that he was thinking about going to the Comedy Store and shooting everybody.
Oh okay. I'm glad I'm not working there anymore.
Right? Yeah, but that's it. That's all I know. I don't
With
know.
a hat gun.
Come out with the little flag that says bang.
Yeah, man.
Crazy, huh?
He thought he was all fresh. Huh? Speaking of fresh, today's episode is sponsored by Hello Fresh,
Nice segue.
a farm-to-box company that sends you all the fresh ingredients and the recipes you need to create healthy, satisfying meals. They currently offer a classic box, a veggie box, and a family box. You can order 3 to 5 meals per week designed for 2 to 4 people. Rodrigo had it. He's all happy. Yeah, right. Most recipes take just 30 minutes to prepare. Man, because, you don't want to wait an hour to eat your tortillas, bro.
Right?
Who wants to wait more than 30 minutes? People want to eat it now. Most recipes do take 30 minutes to prepare, but HelloFresh is now offering light summer meals that has just introduced breakfast. They just introduced breakfast options, bro.
Really?
Get a breakfast to go. The cost breaks down to less than 10 per meal. Man, that's cheap.
Super
I spent $12 on breakfast sometimes.
$10 a meal.
Yeah. The freshest ingredients measured to the exact quantity needed, so there's no food waste, man. Because man, we waste food. And HelloFresh delivers the food to your doorstep in a recyclable, insulated box for free. We had this meal service for 1 week. We chose the veggie box, and my favorite was the Tex-Mex risotto. So good. And everything was on our porch waiting for us, and we got home. I was surprised, too, that everyone waiting for our porch. Usually somebody will steal it, since it's food, they left it behind. All the ingredients for each meal in a separate little boxes. So easy when you don't want to think about what to make for dinner. You don't have to go to the store for any missing ingredients. That always happens to me, man. I go home and I buy cereal and forget to get milk. Our listeners, because you're a What's Soul Food podcast listeners, we're going to give you $30 off the first week
Right?
of HelloFresh by going to HelloFresh.com and enter promo code FOOL30. That's HelloFresh.com and use promo code FOOL30. Yeah, man. I don't know what the news is talking about. 1,000 jobs are hired for retail. Retail's dead. People are delivering food now.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Amazon.
Amazon delivering food. Whole Foods was sold to Amazon.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff has changed. When Ahmed Ahmed started stand up, and when I started stand up, we were at the Comedy Store. I think the only place that delivered food was Pink Dot, huh?
Yep. Right down the street. They didn't. Domino's maybe.
Hey, wasn't it fun, man? Like you said before. Before now, before you know where to go, before you knew where you were going, before you knew where to take your comedy or your fucking comedy, where it was gonna go. The whole innocence of not knowing where it was gonna go. It was so fun, huh?
Yeah, that was the best part of it. For
Wasn't
me,
it?
Not knowing the journey, and then you arrive and you're like, wow, I got here. Not that like.
Not like
I
we're not
didn't-
happy. We're happy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything spectacular, but I did some cool thing. It's funny. I actually wrote in my journal things I wanted to accomplish as a comedian, and I think I did most of them. So it's interesting what you kind of put out there and then where you land. Sometimes it's not. You don't land where you think you're gonna land. Like I thought I was gonna be an American. Like I am American, but a lot of people have classified. Like I'll do you probably get a lot of these Latin shows or fests or whatever. Like I'm doing this festival called the Halal Fest, where it's just like, Muslim comedians. And it's nice to do that for the community, but I don't want to be locked in as the Muslim comedian or the
Pigeonholed?
or the Arab comedian. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to do more and more is just outreach into just cross-cultural, communities. It can get really pigeonholy, I
I
think.
bet, dude.
Do you ever get when they're looking for just a Middle Eastern comedian? It doesn't matter Arab, Persian, whatever. Do you ever feel like they got that motherfucker? You're like, no, honestly,
The most
I
un-Arab
always
dude looking
feel,
dude?
I always feel that too. Like they got that motherfucker. I've been doing comedy 20 years, right? But then again, they start breaking it down. Well, I didn't graduate from high school. I didn't graduate from college. Am I really supposed to be speaking to these kids?
Right.
I
I always get, hey, how much would it cost to bring you for this gig? And then I quote them, okay, great, we'll get back to you. That sounds great. And then, they'll email me back, or I'll see the post on Facebook that they booked somebody else.
Yeah, but we got Martin Amini.
No, but I'm always curious. Like, you know what the deal breaker is that they always undercut my fee.
Oh, of course.
So they'll say, oh, we got him for this much instead of that much. I'm like, well, then you're going to get that much comedy.
Oh man, I'll tell you a story right now.
Do
I'll tell you
tell.
a story about a guy who hired another comedian. I won't say the name because he said this guy goes, hey, I want to hire, for example, I want to hire Ahmed Ahmed. I got $25,000. You think he'll do it? Oh, let me ask him. Ahmed, we got this gig for $5,000. We'll fly you out to Hawaii, round trip with a hotel. And if you want to bring an extra person, go ahead.
It's coming out of your 5.
So you say yeah. You say yeah. I'll do it. I'd love to do it. Then the other guy cuts in and takes 20 just because he got the phone call.
Right.
But that's the way it works. You kind of get upset because you were happy with the $5,000.
Right.
But
And you didn't know about the other.
No,
20.
but does it happen a lot? Have you ever felt that?
All the time.
You laugh hard like it
Especially-
happened.
No, because I'm just like, oh, I so fucking relate to this. It happens all the time, especially in the Middle East. I hate to say it. There's a couple legit promoters that I work out there with, but a lot of them do exactly that. They go to the sponsor, they get $100,000 from the sponsor, they give the artist 10 or whatever, and they say, no, we have expenses. There's always expenses, like hidden expenses.
Lights and a microphone. On
Yeah, lights and a
stage.
microphone. Really? We're not a band. There's no sound check.
Mad production.
Yeah, there's no flames and shit like that and pyrotechnics. It's a mic and a stand and some lights, and you put some chairs up. What is it? $20,000 to do that? Where's the rest? So, yeah, man, I've probably been, screwed over tens of thousands, maybe $100,000 over the course of my career. And
Crazy,
sometimes, or they agree to pay you a certain amount, and then you go do the gig, and they give you a deposit, and they say, as soon as you're done with the set, you get a check or the wire for the balance. And then they always say, we didn't sell enough tickets, or something happened, and then they don't pay you. And the great thing about the Middle East, not the great thing, the screwed up thing, is they always say, my lawyer will be contacting you. Fuck you, sue me. What are you gonna sue me in Egypt? You're gonna sue me in Saudi Arabia? You're gonna sue me in these? I dare you to hire a lawyer to fly over here and try and sue me. You're gonna spend more money than you're gonna make back. So you just kind of gotta wash your hands from it, and say, well, hopefully I don't do that next time.
Damn, bro. That sucks to be
Get all your
stuck.
money up front. If you're gonna leave the country to do a gig, make sure all the money is up front, or make sure you have some sort of, especially when you do overseas gigs. That's the worst. You go overseas and you don't get the money, and you're like, man, I flew all the way across the world for this shit.
Damn.
Didn't even get a deposit.
Done a couple of those too.
I did before I was one last comment. I did a show for some guy. He paid me well. Then the second time, I asked for a deposit, right? 'Cause I didn't trust his dad, because he barely counted the money the first time. He was
All
paying
in
me
one.
in tears. So he wanted me to do a second show the next year. I said, all right, man, you said me $500 up front, and then when we do the gig, you just pay me the $2, because it was $700, right? So he didn't send the $500, right? I never got the $500, and then the show gets moved. A week before the show gets moved. Then he wants me to do the next show the following month, and I told him, nah, man, you stole me $500, bro, for the other gig you canceled. You never sent me the deposit, but you never did the show. So the deal was, I get the $500. It's up to you to put up the show, bro.
Right.
So if you don't pay me $1,000 up front now, I'm not gonna do that show. So I basically told him no.
It's a rub. Sometimes you got to burn a bridge. So, Angelo Sarukis?
Yes.
He said he gave me the greatest line ever. We were talking about burning bridges in Hollywood and in our business, and he said, man, if you're going to burn a bridge, make sure you walk across it first, bro.
That's good advice, dog.
And I'm always like, well, I walked across that motherfucker 1,000 times, so I don't need to do it again.
Come on, bro.
Work with me, dog.
Angelo Sarucas is he's a comedian from Toronto. And that fool, some people read tarot cards, some people read palms. This fool reads coffee grounds.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's Greek. He's Greek from Canada. He grew up with Russell Peters. Him and Russell are
Oh,
best friends.
damn.
I've been all over the world with Angelo. I'd made a documentary that, not to shamelessly plug it, but
Plug it, bro.
did a documentary called Just Like Us. It's on Netflix right now. And I took 10 American comics to Dubai, Lebanon, Egypt, and Saudi. So it was like Whitney Cummings, Sebastian Maniscalco, Maz Jobrani, Tommy Davidson is in it, Omi Jalili. But Angelo was in it. And we took him to Egypt, and he was fascinated by Egypt because he was like, man, I can't believe this, bro. There's the pyramids, and then over there's like Pizza Hut. I want to climb the pyramids, but I really want pizza. And we put him on this camel, and, he's like well over 400 pounds, I think.
The big dude.
Yeah, we put him on this camel, bro, and the camel was like, and then the camel barely got up, and we were all clapping. We thought the camel was gonna
Snap a knee.
And then he said, "This is like an episode of MythBusters."
The camel took a little knee.
The camel, the straw didn't break the camel's back.
Almost gave him a little salute.
He's a funny dude, man. He's a great comic to tour with because he likes to. A lot of comedians like to sit in their hotel rooms all day and battle depression and watch. No, I've done it. You're watching like Dateline, eating
Watching
like
Fox and Hughes getting pissed off.
yeah, eating microwavable food from the
fucking
lobby.
shit off.
And then Angelo's always like, "Come on, man, let's go walk around." He likes to go walk around and see the
do
city
shit? Hell yeah,
and do
dude.
shit. Some comics don't like to do that. Do you like to do that?
I like to do shit if there's shit to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Like when I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, I was staying at the best part of Chattanooga, the choo-choo trains. There was nothing else to see, right?
Nothing to see. Yeah,
Nah, went to
I
a
always just go to
whiskey
the
shop
movie.
across the way.
We're in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Or the mall.
I always say go see a movie during the afternoon. Just kill 2-3 hours that way, especially if you're in a city. I was in Cincinnati. You know Gary Cannon?
No.
He has a podcast.
With Steve Byrne, right?
Yeah, it's called Gentleman's Mojo or I think, whatever. But we were in Cincinnati, man, and he wanted to go to a strip club. So we went to the strip club that was the size of this room.
Damn.
And-
VIP.
And there was one girl on the pole, like a little bit away from us, and he waved $1. He's like, "Hey, can you come over here so I can?" And she goes, "Can you throw it over here? I have a bum knee." They were like, you got a
Disabled
bum
stripper.
knee? Yeah, disabled strippers in Cincinnati.
Damn. Shoot on a pogo stick. That's sad, huh?
Stripper on the crutch.
She wanted that $1. It's 20. You come get it. You have any dates coming up, bro? You want to plug?
Yeah, man. I'm going to Hawaii on Roseanne Barr has this comedy summer series, I guess.
Oh, cool.
So it's in Honolulu. I'm doing the Blue Note in Honolulu on July 19th, and then I'm doing Maui. Jay Davis has a room in Maui now at the Dirty Monkey in Lahaina. I'll be there July 13th or 14th, and then you can go on my website. It's ahmedahmed.com, and all my dates are up there. Anybody listening in China? I'll be in China in October. Any
Ni
Chinese?
hao.
Ni hao. Ni hao.
They have a comedy club, a lot of comedy clubs in Hong
Yeah,
Kong.
kung
right?
fu comedy I'm doing. Have you done that
Never.
tour? Have you done that gig? Every time I tell somebody, they're like, who books that? You ever hear that? Comics always say that. Who books that?
Look at that email.
Ruben Paul? Yeah. Yeah. It'll be my first time. And I'm doing Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and Singapore, so that'll be fun. And then we're doing we're planning an Axis of Evil reunion tour. So if you're listening in the Middle East, it'll probably start in the Middle East. You got some Kuwaiti listeners? Kuwait a minute. Kuwait's funny. I went with Maz to Kuwait.
Rich.
The first time, yeah, man, they're just...
They have money over there, huh?
Yeah, it's oil money, but there's not much to do in Kuwait. But it was also their first comedy show. So the promoter said, okay, guys, this is 10 years ago. Okay, guys, here's the deal. You cannot talk about sex, drugs, religion, or politics.
Good night.
Good night. So we're like, all right, whatever. Maz raises his hand. He's like, I do a joke where I say fuck one time. Is that okay? And the promoter's like, man, you're putting me in a bad place.
Strict over there.
And then I'm like, I have like 46 fucks, just so you know. And he goes, okay, here's the deal. Each of you can have 2 fucks. We're like, 2? Like when we're negotiating profanity at a fucking
Was
comedy
there
show.
a clean comic there you could borrow 2 fucks from?
And then we're driving to the show, and the guy's phone rings. Hello, yes, I'm with the Axis of Evil comedy guys right now. We're on our way to the show. I told them they can have 2. What do you mean? I just told them they can have... Okay, fine, khalas, bye. Guys, no fucks.
Damn.
So it's like, I've never done that before. I've never been in a situation where... Sometimes you'll do like certain gigs where the person says, hey, there's children in the room, or keep it clean, or whatever. You know, there's the clean set. But in the Middle East, they're just like, I'm just like, I can't say this, can't say that.
You can't even talk about dating, right?
You can. I mean, yeah, it's changed. The first 10 years ago, I got banned from Dubai for a year.
Damn.
We actually talk about it in my documentary, but I did a joke, not even a joke, it was an observation about a nightclub and a mosque right across the street from each other in Dubai. So we parked at this mosque and we were walking across the street to the nightclub. So it was like 8 o'clock, you hear the Allahu Akbar, and then you hear bam, 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 bam. So I was like, should we pray? Should we dance? You know?
It's lit.
And it ended up on our Axis of Evil special on Comedy Central, and then eventually on YouTube. And somebody like over there saw it, and they banned me for a year because they said I was insulting Islam. And
Damn.
Damn.
Strict over there, huh?
yo, it's black people problems, bro. I'm black, technically North African.
That's crazy, huh? You can't say fucks. Well, the women are sitting
no
on one side and the
In
guys
Saudi, it was like that. Some of the shows. The other joke I did. They have the only 7-star hotel in the whole wide world in Dubai. It's shaped as a sailboat. It's like an architectural phenomenon. And I was like, how did it get 7 stars? And I said, the Emir, said, I give it 7 stars. It's my hotel. I'll give it 11 if I want, So it got a laugh, but it was more like not making fun of him. It was more like, this guy's that powerful, he can do that. And then boom, they throw the hammer down on me. You're insulting our leader, and he's the leader of our city. And I love Dubai, but it can have a little bit of hypocrisy going on in that sense where, there's a lot of Western stuff happening there, sort of in-your-face prostitution, and there's a
They hate
big
it?
nightclub scene. No, it feeds the, part of the economy in some way. Businessmen coming in from all over the world. It's the biggest business. But then, if you get caught with like a little bag of Coke, it's 15 years in prison. Not that I would do that or bring
Might
it
be
in
the
there.
best.
Might be the best Coke you've ever had.
I was thinking if I were to go there, do I have relationship jokes I could do?
Yeah.
To make them up, huh? You ever bring wife to your house and she was not worth 5 cows? You say, hey, she not worth 5 cows?
Bro, they have a Muslim dating
goats.
app. Have you seen? I swear to God.
Is it like that?
It's called Muslim Single, I think, or Muslim Singles. And I'm like,
You don't have to die lonely. You can have that, bro.
dude, that's fucking hilarious.
It's all yours, dog.
It's a funny app because it's cool because all the people in the community get to interact. But I'm like, you don't even know what any of the women look like. You know, it's like, hi, I'm Nadia. I like long walks on the beach, a falafel, and an occasional hot tea. And you're like, hey, Nadia, you have beautiful eyes. You know, can you show me the rest of your face? Sure, no problem. Wow, full frontal
My name
nose.
is Hani. My name is Hani. I like to take long walks behind my man.
That's not funny.
I like to drive. Just kidding. It might kill my ovaries. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. When they said they're about to allow women to drive in Saudi Arabia, but then somebody passed alternate fake news over there and said that it might hurt your ovaries if a woman drives.
Right.
Damn.
They'll say anything to keep women from driving.
And when I say it, I mean it. There was this comedian, I don't know if the comedian, this Arab comedian, he wrote a song that went viral because he's Muslim. And he took the song from Don't Worry, that Bob Marley song.
Be happy.
No.
Don't.
Huh? No woman, no.
No cry, yeah.
But this guy wrote, I remember when you used to sit in the backseat of my car. No woman, no drive. No woman, no
Did
drive.
that little play on it?
Yeah, it was
funny.
funny, man.
The Middle East, man. You never done the Middle East, right?
Never, man. Just
Man,
not
you
even
guys-
just the Midwest. Bad enough.
That's it, right?
Just as conservative.
You guys would kill over there, I swear.
I don't know.
I think you do a great. We should bring you over there. They were trying to talk to you. I told you this tour manager was trying to get a hold of you to do Southeast Asia and the Middle East. And
$5,000, you keep 20. What? Now?
Hey,
Hey, we're back, cocksucker.
What's up, fool?
What's up, fool? You did the Comic Without Borders, right, with Russell?
I did, yeah. Russell hosted that. It was funny because you know Scott Montoya, obviously.
Yeah.
So Scott used to manage me, and then we stopped
He
working
was
together.
taking 80%.
89.
I love Scott. Scott just, he was working over at this place called The Collective, I think, and he, he's a great producer. I think managing talent was not probably something he enjoyed doing, and also under the circumstances he had over there. I'm being really PC right now, but anyway, he came back and was producing all these Showtime specials, Comics Without Borders and stuff, and I was
I
touring.
did a special.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were on the same thing, and I was touring with Russell Peters in Australia. I didn't even know who Russell was back then. And Scott called me up. He was managing me at the time, and he said, "Do you think Russell would host these?" Or no, he said, well, "We're trying to get Wilmer Valderrama. I think is the guy from '70s Show.
Yeah.
Is that his name, Wilmer?"
Wilmer.
And he said, he doesn't want to do it, or some weird political thing that happened. Do you know anybody that might want to do it, like a celebrity? Like he was trying to lean toward Vince. He wanted me to ask Vince. I said, I know for sure Vince wouldn't do this. I said, what about Russell Peters? I'm standing right next to him in the Sydney airport. And he's like, oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Ask him. I just leaned over and I said, would you be interested in doing that? And he said, sure, I think you had a producer fee or whatever, EP. And then Clayton, his brother, did the deal. But that's how that happened. I didn't get my percentage. I didn't get my 20 grand.
Sent the kite.
But yeah, Russell's fun to work with, man. Russell took me to Australia in like
Sold out,
2008. Bro, he sold 30,000 tickets, and he was just climbing back then.
God damn.
And this is in 5 cities. So we did Perth, Adelaide, Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. And we were calling him Elvis Parsley. That guy, man, he's just like, he was getting popped left and right, Asian, Indians, all over him. And I was just like, who is this guy? I'd never met him. He asked me to go on tour with him. I never even met him. He said, yeah, I saw your Axis of Evil thing, and I'm going on tour. I'm looking for a cool comic to bring with me. And I was like, I said, why me? He said, I heard you like women. I said, yeah, I think so. He said, so do I.
It was back then when I didn't like women, bro.
Yeah. He basically was like, I need a good wingman. Just stay out of my way. kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
And I did. I was, and he treated us nicely. Ray, Shake, his bodyguards, and we went all over, man. And Russell does it in style, bro.
Hell yeah.
Everything's first class. Always picking up me, buying people expensive watches and shit.
I had one.
You got a watch?
Yeah, I got a watch.
I got a watch. I got the tag. I got a tag watch. What'd you get?
Me too.
Hell, he's spending like $5, $6, $7 and these watches, and just giving them away like candy. But when you're making $21 million a year, damn it, I guess you can do that.
Spitting out those Benjamins.
I had to tag my sponsor.
You know what?
Tag my sponsor, the watch. No, because I follow this page, Ahmed Ahmed, where this
I like
guy,
when you say my name both times. Most people don't do that. They always just say Ahmed.
Ahmed is like a first name. Yeah. Ahmed. There was this page I followed, right? Because I was, like you said, man, I was in my hotel room fighting depression. Everybody was out at the mall. I didn't want to go too hot. So, just went through Instagram, following pages, investigating stuff. Then I hit up on a page called Tag the Sponsor. Because I used to follow these chicks, right? It says these hot models. And they go to, and I was tripping out because they like going to the same places.
Dubai?
The last women like to go.
Mm-hmm.
Her best places to be are New York, Miami, Dubai.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is the attraction to the Dubai shit, right? Then I started hashtagging, and I said, then I want to tag the sponsor. Then this guy pretending to be like this rich Arab guy, right? And he was taunting this girl. So what do you do? He goes, you ever had a
little hummus bath?
hummus bath? I didn't know what that was, right? I did not know what that was. I thought, are they stuffing hummus in her ass? But I didn't know that. But now, bro, they're dumping shits on these chicks, right? Because these chicks, like this one model, she's hot. She posted a photo with her and getting off a plane in Dubai, first class in Dubai, shopping in Dubai. And I'm thinking, this bitch does not sell enough of these shitty drinks that she promotes to go to Dubai 2 times a year.
There's so many women in Dubai that are taken care of.
Right?
And they have sweet-ass villas on the Palm Islands. They get their
Mad money.
Rolls Royce. They get all the perks they need, and they don't have any sort of emotional connection with the guy who's funding the whole party.
He's married somewhere happy, huh? And this
probably
chick is living somewhere.
probably with a few people. Some of these guys have. I know guys in the Middle East who roll. They got 6, 7 women always, just entourage. Playboy.
Yeah, man. I have to look up the king of Saudi Arabia, bro. This guy is so rich that he has his family is rich, but he built a prison just to lock up family members who are fucking up. Like if you're a family member that hasn't paid his fucking taxes, he'll lock you up in that nice prison, bro, till you fucking do your time.
You get a pet tiger. Bro, you ever done that gig in Seychelles? It's Seychelles is this little tiny island off the coast of West Africa, and I went with Adam Hunter one time.
It's a little island of Africa, very small, right?
Yeah.
Lunel was taking photos.
Yep.
That place is like a fucking paradise.
So there's a prince who built a resort right next to the Four Seasons, right? And it's like his own little built-in paradise. And he flies in escorts, 50 of them, a couple times a month or whatever, and 5 or 6 gay guys. And you fly into Seychelles, you go through Dubai, you fly into Seychelles, you get picked up, they check in on the hotel, they give you a temporary phone and a pager, the booker, and he says, hey, we're going to call you at 6 o'clock or whatever, be ready, a golf cart's going to come pick you up, we're going to take you to the gig, you're going to do the gig, you can't talk to the audience, you can't meet the audience afterward, don't look at the prince in the eyes, all this crazy shit. Damn. And then you got to leave, you can't interact with the audience. So we get there and the room was probably like a big living room, like a little jazz room. And there's all these hot women in there and a couple really flamboyant gay men. And then this prince in the very back, you could just see a silhouette of him smoking this hookah pipe with a couple women lingering around him, drinking bottle service. I don't know what it was. And they do the set, and then Adam Hunter did a set, and he likes dirty comedy. And then after the set, we got escorted out of there, and I thought, man, this guy, and then they threw a big-ass party. I don't know what happens behind those doors. But Adam said, wow, this guy's like a, big, prince in Saudi or whatever, and, why would he, put a resort in this little tiny island in Seychelles? And I said, because God doesn't know where Seychelles is.
Some eyes wide shut shit right
no,
there.
it's like they just do what it's eyes wide shut, bro.
Oh, wow, man.
And it was a trip, beautiful island, Not fun if you're by yourself and there's 50 hot women in the room next door.
Wow, literally, you guys like Charlie Murphy.
What do you do? He's perform for a prince?
No, like when they went to this big old on a big island, right? With what's his name, Rick James, and then Rick James, he talked about it on the Chappelle show. Rick James told all the whores there, if you want to stay here, don't fuck Charlie Murphy. Anybody that fuck Charlie Murphy, you're fired.
All these chicks were like, nope, I want my 10 grand. No, they do that. They say,
What's that like? How beautiful is it? Like the ocean? How?
in Seychelles?
Yeah.
It's right there
No
on
homeless people, right? No.
dude.
For
It's super beautiful. It's kind of a Caribbean, style looking island, like white sand beaches. I mean, it's gorgeous. There's nothing to do there. Like Adam Hunter. We went and found this bar like 10 miles away, and hanging out with all these like sort of Caribbean locals. But it's beautiful. A lot of the beaches in the Middle East are beautiful. It's Africa, South Africa.
Oh, fucking breathtaking, I bet.
South Africa's dope, man. You guys ever been there?
Just seen pictures.
Cape Town, South Africa. All the women look like Halle Berry.
Damn.
The Dutch came in and raped and pillaged everybody.
Fucking Dutch, making the world pretty.
And here's a cookie.
But you see a regular Dutch guy, ugly motherfucker, bro.
Hey, that's what happens with the mix.
For spitting out tobacco and chocolate out of his mouth.
But he bangs a white woman, got Halle Berry or Bruno Mars.
Hell yeah, bro. She's Miss West Alps. She made that bitch exotic.
Hell yeah, dog.
When are you touring again?
I start on September 30. I have an HBO special.
Oh, sweet. Congrats.
My wife Lisa and I, she produced it.
Congratulations.
We sold it to them, and they're gonna release it. And
Where'd you shoot that?
at the San Jose Improv.
Oh, nice. That's a nice theater. That's haunted, isn't it?
No,
That's what they say.
A lot of comics say it's haunted.
when they bomb, boo. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, the last I remember, man. I'm trying to think about every time I showcase for anything, it always felt like I bombed. So I feel you on that Tonight Show set.
You know what? Whenever somebody says, do this and keep it in a box, like what I wanted to do is grab the microphone, tell the audience to shut the fuck up and go into my shit. But, Bob Reed was very, very adamant about, just go up, make sure you say this, do it this way, don't go out of the boundaries, and la la la. And I was so nervous back then. I ended up, after I bombed, you know what I went up to him in the hallway and I go, man, I bombed. And Ross Mark,
Yeah, Ross Mark.
he goes, no, you didn't. And Bob goes, yeah, you did.
I know who Bob is. He's gay.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
You know Bob Reed.
Yeah.
So he goes,
Did he tap his shoes and told you that?
so, all this sparkle sort of showing up.
Bob's cool though.
He's very nice. So I said, hey, I got love at the Comedy Store. Do you want to follow me up to the Comedy Store and I can pop in and just do a set there and I'll just do it over again. He looked at Mark Rossman and he was like, yeah, sure. So they followed me up to the Comedy Store. They parked in the lot. They walked in the OR. Tommy said, I told him, hey, dude, I just bombed at the Improv in front of the Improv, the Tonight Show bookers. Can I just go up and do a tight 5 minutes of show? And he's like, yeah. So I went up and I had a good set, and that's what kind of got me on the show. Because you can't do comedy in front of people that don't want to listen to it. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
And then have the Tonight Show bookers go, oh, you suck. It was a horrible feeling in my career.
It's a bitch and save, though.
Dude, it was a great save.
You got to showcase Rodrigo for the Tonight Show, but you got to follow Brian Holtzman, bro.
Good evening, ladies
That's the only
and
site
gentlemen.
we have right now, 12:40 p.m. at the Laugh Factory.
I love
Let's do
Holtzman.
it, dog.
What's up, fool? Upcoming shows, July 13th through the 15th. I'll be in Corpus Christi, Texas, Mesquite Street Comedy Club. July 20th to the 23rd, Tampa, Florida, at the Tampa Improv. July 27th through the 29th, Des Moines, Iowa, Funny Bones West. August 3rd through the 6th, that's right. Levity Live, Rodrigo Torres and I, and we'll find somebody else. Also in August, Brea Improv, Milwaukee. Check out all the dates at FelipeWorld.com. Also, man, we moved, right? And we have a lot of junk. Ahmed.
Where'd you move?
We got to have a fucking yard sale. So we invited everybody from the podcast to buy our shit.
Where'd you move?
We moved to Granada Hills.
Oh, nice. Is the garage sale over?
Oh, it's over, bro.
Oh, how come you didn't tell me about it?
We had all the triple X sizes available. It was a fat boy yard sale. thank you everybody who showed up. Shout out to Alex D. Large for bringing us Jamba Juice in the morning. Also, thank you to Victor from Eagle Rock who showed up and brought us coffee in the day. Thanks, bro. Sandra Quiros, who brought vegan donuts with Johnny Roque and Martin Rizzo. Thanks to Martin Amini for helping us pack our stuff, all the leftovers. Check him out in D.C., good man. Also, shout out to our listener, Jose Rodriguez from Loco 270. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, man, so you guys, before the Acts of the Evil, you guys really opened the doors for a lot of young comics to actually, like, who are Middle Eastern, to actually wake up and realize that, hey, man, I could do comedy too. Because a lot of people are started touring after you guys, like Max Amini, he's doing his thing, you know, and the other guy with the long hair, my homie.
Amir K. Yeah, those guys are hilarious. You know,
And your family, you have a very strong family, man. Like,
Yeah.
I will see your sister at
Amira.
Amira
She
at
loves you.
Ibiza's.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
awesome, bro.
She loves you, dude.
Your family, your dad's real cool.
Yep, big family, 4 sisters, 1 brother, and
It must have been hard because you have a very strong family, man. You're a comedian. What the fuck? Ahmed Ahmed.
well, no, because I was like the least funniest in my family, and I did okay, you know. So I always told my sisters, you guys should go into comedy, and they were just like, hell no.
Your sister's
I'm
loud
fashion.
and funny, just like my sister.
They're just out, you know. They're like, I call them the Egyptian Kardashians. They're like beautiful too, you know. Like men are always trying to hit on them and stuff, but they're just like, you know, they're like strong women. And then, yeah, you know, all these Middle Eastern comics, I started sort of orbiting around the axis of evil. It's nice to see actually that there's a comedy community with that voice, you know. The problem is people start stepping on each other's material often. So you try to really write specific. The more
No,
specific,
bro, you say Pakistani, I say Afghani.
right. No, dude, that's my joke.
Dude,
Same
I was
experiences,
banned
bro.
too, bro. But now, but like, if maybe, like, you are like the Richard Pryor of that scene for them, bro. Like, you were first.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
you're first.
I'll take that
You'll always
compliment.
be first, no matter what. Like, I always give props to Paul Rodriguez because he was first.
Lit it
'Cause
up.
He was like the man who landed on the moon.
A lot of people, thank you, by the way, because a lot of people, and I don't care about credit and who did what first, but a lot of, I watched a lot of some of the comics that I don't really talk to anymore that I started out with or that were in the scene coming up who want to claim that ticket. And I'm just like, go ahead. You know, everybody knows it was me. So I got the electoral vote. You know?
Yeah, it was you, bro. It was you with the rooms, dog.
The people's champ.
The people's champ. You
I used
still
to-
acting?
Yeah, I actually I just did this short film. Speaking of Dubai, you're gonna laugh when I say this. I did this short movie that got selected in the Dubai Film Festival this year. It's called The Scapegoat, and I play this novelist who can't. It's a full drama, suspense kind of thing, completely different from doing stand up. And I just wanted to sink my teeth into something as an actor therapeutically because I was battling depression. It's just like
In the hotel room.
in the hotel room. And, you know, therapy can do it, and, you know, working out, talking to God, Oprah, Jesus, whoever it is. Sometimes that stuff just doesn't work. So I was like, I need to sink my teeth into something. I started auditing acting classes in New York City, and that wasn't really jamming. And then the script came along, a little 20-minute short film called The Scapegoat. This guy's a novelist who has a week to finish a novel because he's just got a best-selling one that's, you know, got all this acclaim, and he gets a backup, a secondary chance to do another book, and he can't write it. He doesn't know what to do. So, because all the voices in his head are controlling him. So he invites all the voices in his head over for dinner. He cooks some fish, and I play all the voices. So it was like 4 little movies in one. Where you see me literally like acting against myself, which was hilarious. Because all the body doubles or the guys who were saying my lines next to me, they would just read the line and I say, "No, damn it, you need to, you know, explode." With this. They go, "Okay, sorry,
You
know."
got it.
Yeah, but it was a fun experience. So yeah, that's the last thing I did. Before that, at Sullivan, so it's been years since I've been on, you know, done any acting. But this movie was great, and it got selected in the Dubai Film Festival. So it's nice to have a little project. I get to go to Dubai again, see some friends, go walk the red carpet, do that whole. Their film festival is out of control, bro. They spend like
I bet.
$100 million on their film festivals. It's crazy.
Top notch shit over there, though.
Yeah.
Hell
Dubai,
yeah,
bro.
man. Yeah, man.
We got to get you guys to the Middle
We
East.
gotta, bro.
Seriously.
Stand-up comedy is breaking out now in Mexico, but they're like, it's so new that they're stealing the jokes from the Latino comedians and translating them in Spanish.
They're in demand,
really?
dog.
They're in demand. Like it's like a hacking is okay in Mexico for these comedians.
Right.
It's so
Jumping over the
huge.
border is fucking.
Yeah, do you run? Because I know that what's the name? Paul Kim or what's the other one?
PK?
Paul Bolada, the comedian Paul Kim. What's the name? Paul. He's very straight comedian.
Ozzy?
Not Paul Kim. Paul the Balaya. I don't know. The Chinese comedian.
Badaya?
Huh? Paul Gada.
Okay.
Paul Gada. He told me that Chinese comedians do that.
Oh,
They're
really?
translating the Asian comedian stuff and making it Chinese.
You know,
You get that in Arab?
in Saudi Arabia, I think there was a lot of that going on. I don't know if they were actually hacking jokes, but there was a lot of stuff that was already said, and then they do it in Arabic, and it just sounds funnier because they relate to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, stand-up comedy in Saudi Arabia, by the way, is huge. Again, another subject matter in my documentary. We talk about that, but it's like really growing over there. It's crazy. They have like millions and millions of YouTube followers, and Mercedes-Benz is their sponsor, and they get paid like, and these guys are just starting out. They're getting paid like $2-3 grand, $5 grand a show. Just starting out. We're making $25 at Gotham
I know.
when we were first starting out. Montebello. And,
50
you know,
bucks here.
but you can't. I always tell these Middle Eastern comics too. When you come to America, it's a different jam, man. Like you be ready to pull out your shovel and start digging, because you're going to be in the trenches for a long time. You're not going to get paid $2-3 grand right out of the gate.
Hell no.
You know.
You ain't no prince here, player.
You ain't no prince here, play. You know
Can I
what?
plug my show?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be July 17th through the 24th. I'll be at the V Theater with Edwin San Juan over there at Planet Hollywood, and also Wednesday nights in Romano's in Riverside.
Romano's in Riverside, man.
That's
place,
where I grew up.
Yeah?
Where's that?
Downtown Riverside. It's
Oh,
a
they
new
do comedy
Romano's.
there?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, dude, I went in there. Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a Wednesday night room.
Dude, is it the upstairs?
Yeah, the concert
It's
room.
Oh, is that
nice,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I live in. I mean, I grew up there. I'm gonna be
'cause
spending a lot of time.
Stop by, bro.
Yeah, because I wanted to tell you, because I went up to you a long time ago, but this dude named CL, I just didn't want to creep you on the show. Go,
Yeah.
dude, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, talk to my buddy, man. He does stand up. He's an actor. He's the one that told me about that little after school special movie with Vince Vaughn. That you
Dude, is it every Wednesday?
every Wednesday night.
I'll definitely
yeah.
come check that out. That sounds fun.
Yeah, man.
And who do you take on the road with you?
Rodrigo?
All the time?
Yeah.
I want to come like open for you guys.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude.
I'll,
That's
just,
so
I'll
badass.
host. I'll just do it just to have fun. That would just be fun. That'll be a fun little group, right?
It will be.
3 brown guys.
It'll be beautiful.
3 brown guys. We're not sure where the third guy's from.
We'll be the
He's from Riverside, though.
wheel
Boys?
axles of comedy.
The axles of comedy. Hell yeah, dude.
What's up, fool? We got Ahmed.
Yeah, man.
Man, this has been so much fun coming on this podcast. You know what's so funny is I don't want to be like the podcast snob,
Yeah.
but there's too many out there, and everyone's
is, bro.
and I get a lot like in LA. In LA, a lot in New York, you know, people just coming up with their little mini podcast, like let's do it in my car, or let's do it in like.
Fuck all that.
No,
They want to
I did it-
interview everybody.
Creepy.
No,
ass.
I did it.
Who told you that? Fred Stoner?
I did it.
Yeah.
I did a comics podcast in his car. We were just sitting in the front of the comics in the
Fucking
comedy center.
Seinfeld.
You want some seeds?
And but a lot of comics will say, hey man, and I'm flattered, you know, hey man, it's not like I'm getting, you know, KLOS isn't asking me to come on the radio show. So comics are always doing each other's podcasts, and it's flattering because people go, you want to hear your story, or we have history, whatever. But a lot of the podcasts, I don't find interesting, or I don't listen to. But when we were talking on Twitter and you said, and I didn't even have your cell number, you said, hey man, come do my podcast. Right away I thought, oh man, that's going to be fucking fun. And because we have history, and I'm just really happy to see where you have taken your career from the Gotham days, man, until now.
Thank you.
It's exciting to be a part of it. So when you asked me, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go do this podcast.
Hell yeah, bro. Ahmed, I'm a ver la colita. I think the devil used to say that.
Who said that?
Jeff.
Jeff
You had the
Garcia?
room in Whittier. The Sticks. The Puja.
Oh, that's right. Oh, no, you mean Q's.
Q's the president.
Yeah.
I like that room, bro.
That was a great
You would do
room, man.
comedy, and then you go to a little dark place.
And then outside, you'd have there's a whole billiard hall with like, you know, beer flowing, people playing pool music, cute girls. That was a fun room, man.
Hey, honestly though, before you go, back then when you had that room, like a lot of the people used to do well, but Luke Torres used to kill their heart, bro.
Yeah. I used to be cool. I used to be cool with Luke, and then he pulled a fast one on me one day.
A guitar?
He used to destroy in this room. And we were actually really cool. I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'll say it to his face. I said it before, but we just kind of stayed in touch. I didn't see him for many years, and then I was dating this girl who owned a restaurant in Orange County that, you know, she wanted to do comedy in, and I was like, sure, let's do it, you know. And then Luke started performing there, and then he like kind of took over the room without me knowing. Kind of, it was like
the
a weird.
old
The old switcheroo.
Oh, Sebastian Cetina move.
And I called him on it, and he basically told me to fuck off. And I was like,
Texas dog.
I was just like, hey, dude, you know, I'm a really nice, giving guy, and you know, you want to burn a bridge with me, great, but just don't ever ask me for anything, because he showed me his colors, and I was like, we're done. We're not even good anymore. I just thought it was disheartening because you can trust a lot of our industry is so dirty and backstabby and worse than the music industry, I think, you know, and we're all individual players, so it's not a team effort unless you.
More personalized.
It is, and it's okay. And then, you know, I think it's good to bring people on board if you have that type of confidence and creativity and material, and if you could afford to do that, you know. But a lot of comics are so eager to get their own thing, and then, you know, the slightest thing they'll just want to cut you out. And I've had a lot of people just throw fucking daggers at me left and right.
No ethics, dude.
Fucking comedy house of cards.
Fool, I seen the British version, even better. Dog.
Oh man, you in the British show. British Office, it's amazing. Not like, but the Shameless, the British one, no one can beat it.
Dude, that's better than the American one,
Really?
dog.
Yeah, man.
Fool.
Because they're shameless over there.
They're shameless, bro. This guy has stayed with his fucking son's girlfriend, bro.
That's how you do it.
What's Up, Fool podcast? This week we have Ahmed Ahmed. Follow him.
Hell yeah.
And bring back the Axles of Evil 2.
Axis of Evil Comedy Tour. At Ahmed Comedy if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
What's up, fool?
What's up, fool?
Check him out next time he shows up at the Wilburn in Boston.
Yeah, man.
You kill it out there, huh?